Extra, extra, read all about it. Or I guess in this case, watch all about it. Hi, folks. You can call me the Chronicler. Just your friendly neighborhood steampunk storytelling newsie here to learn all about storytelling in its various forms and mediums. I've already dabbled a little bit in illustration, as you can see from the footage in front of you. This comes from my live stream on Twitch, where I embark on a journey of learning about storytelling. So please enjoy the rest of the footage as I tell a little bit more about who I am and this journey that I'm embarking on, and hoping that you'll come along with. So definitely leave a like, comment, and subscribe on the video if you do want to be a part of that journey. I would love to have you guys tag along to see me fail in learning these things as well as have some fun in the process. So anyways, I grew up as an orphan selling newspapers. I was a newsboy, a newsie, but I soon was growing to be 18 years old, which is typically the time that they age out of that sort of program. I was wondering what I was going to do with my life, and in that turmoil, I started to realize that I had a power to slip through time. I slipped out of that time and came into my future and your guys' present, where I met someone who called themselves the author. Now, the author had a mystical book called the Book of Creation. I was very interested in this book, but the author also helped me stabilize my time slips. Eventually, I came to inherit the Book of Creation. Most of it is sealed to me, but it does lead some light into the beauty and the art of creating and telling stories. And obviously, I'm learning how to do some of that, learning how to do illustration right now. I'm using a program called Krita. It's an open source drawing program, an alternative to something like Photoshop or Clip Studio Paint. And I'm going to use that going forward to make a live 2D VTuber model. I'm learning how to illustrate that, do what they called cutting that illustration, as well as rigging it in Live 2D Cubism, a software that helps to animate a sort of a puppet kind of deal. So that's part of my journey that I'm embarking on, and I want you guys to join as well. After Life 2D Cubism, I plan on learning the art of using those illustrations while also dabbling in story writing and story structure. And then putting those together, I want to develop a couple of webcomics. One webcomic is a simple little rom-com to help me practice the art of storytelling through webcomics. The next is partially about my own story and about the characters in a land called Terra Fantasia. It's kind of a high fantasy mixed with an isekai sort of vibe that I want to develop as well. So I'm basically chronicling my own journey to learn these skills. I do want to continue on the character creation sort of journey as well, using Blender to create a 3D model of my VTuber so that I can use that in these things called video games, I think that you guys call them. Stuff like VR chat or making 3D animations, which I do want to dabble in animation as well. This journey will definitely take several years for sure. I also want to learn a little bit about sharing emotions through music production as well. That's another little project that I want to try my hand at. And so I would definitely love for you guys to join me on all of these things, on all of these skills that I learn as I unlock the secrets of the Book of Creation. You can see here on YouTube. I also stream on Twitch at 2 p.m. Mountain Standard Time for Wednesdays and Saturdays. That's where you can catch me and hang out with me, see me fail in real time, see my successes. It'll be definitely a blast. So with most of that out of the way, I will leave you to the rest of the footage of the speed paint to have a fantastic day. I hope to see you guys in the next story, my fellow chroniclers. Have a great day.